My second informative speech is a current event speech about Lance Armstrong. The main points of my speech are the early childhood of Mr. Armstrong, Mr. Armstrong's achievements, the medical history of Mr. Armstrong, Mr. Armstrong's foundation, and Mr. Armstrong's recent confession. Mr. Armstrong's early childhood began when he was born in Dallas, Texas. At the age of 7, his father left and he had to move to Plano, Texas, where his mom remarried and Lance met his new stepdad. There he took up swimming at the age of 13. This was because he didn't want to, but because he felt like he needed to impress his stepfather, because his stepfather loved sports and he felt like swimming was the only thing that he could be good at. While he was in school and doing practice for swimming, he had to ride his bike to school every day. And that was normally about a 20-mile bike ride. While he was in school, he decided to enter in local triathlons. He did this because he liked biking to school every day, and he was also on the swim team. The only thing left was running, because those are the three things that are in a triathlon. As he continued with local triathlons, he qualified for Olympic training. This leads us to Mr. Armstrong's achievements. In 1984, he won his first junior triathlon. In 1992, he went to a professional cyclist status after his Olympics. In 1993, he was the youngest winner of World Road Race. And from 1999 to 2005, 7 consecutive years, he was the champion of the Tour de France. This didn't go without struggle. He also had a big medical history. At age 25, he was diagnosed with testicular cancer. There were many warning signs that he ignored, and he finally decided to go to the doctor when he began coughing up blood. The cancer, because he waited so long, spread to other areas. It spread to his abdomen. Because it spread to his abdomen, it was such a big deal when he got into remission, because it's really hard once it spreads to get rid of it. And doctors believe because he's so active in bicycling and he was so successful during his chemo, he was able to go into remission in 1997. This brought us to his foundation, which he started also in 1997, the same year he went into remission. This foundation is called 5 Strong. This raises money for cancer victims all over the world. It sends it to all corners of the world with people struggling. Currently, it reports earnings over $470 million in its 16 years of existence. This leads us to the big confession that came out within the last month. He decided to talk with Oprah on her own network, which he confesses that he cheated in some of his races. He doped in order to win all 7 of his Tour de France victories. He also used banned substances, and because he did this, he was stripped of all 7 of his titles. Let's go through the main points again. We covered the early childhood of Mr. Armstrong, Mr. Armstrong's achievements, the medical history of Mr. Armstrong, Mr. Armstrong's foundation, and Mr. Armstrong's recent confession.